Hey there everybody. So the last video I made, I thought of an idea of what to do with walls because, I made a whole lot of walls to make the Ultra Juggernaut seem pretty cool. And while doing that, I thought, what if I had a map that basically had no line of sight anywhere, which means you have to use like a magic monkey or military to see. But I don't really want to mess with military either because, I don't know, they're not as interesting. So I really thought, what could make the wizard monkey seem really cool? But by extension, this also makes the alchemist pretty good. So if you ever wanted to see the alchemist do some damage, I think you could also use this map for that. But for today, I was more focused on wizards. And I'll be honest, I really underestimated how good of a tower they would be. So I might have made a map that's like really easy for a wizard to do stuff on. But I think it's also a really good showcase at how strong wizards can actually be in a map. But before I just show you how the wizard kind of dominates in chimps for this map, I want to talk about my idea for the map itself. I struggled a little bit with coming up with a theme. I didn't really have anything specific in mind, just that the middle of the map would have a circle, you would have some lanes go into it, and that was about it. So I had to figure out how can I kind of make the rest of the map inaccessible to pretty much everything else. And my immediate answer to that is water works really well at keeping pretty much all the towers in the game away from being placed. And when I figured out that is a good option, I started with a water-based map, and then I figured, hey, if I actually want to make it through early game, I'm not sure if a wizard can do that entirely, so I added some sand to make it kind of like a beach. But now I'm thinking, there's all this space here, I need to fill it in so you can't just place a bunch of monkeys, right? I didn't want a bunch of military spam, so I have to cover up a lot of this map. But I still wanted like one sniper spot, so there is like this big crate up on the left side that has a sniper monkey. You can actually also fit a helicopter or a plane in it, so I figured it would just be a nice little spot you can put your own thing in to play around with. But I also figured a neat thing would be to just have no line of sight basically anywhere, just super limited line of sight. So I started placing things, and I wasn't really sure how I would be placing these things, or the kind of theme it would be, and I eventually figured out, what if this was sort of like a deserted island kind of thing? So I started placing trees, because the trees look nice, and I placed a lot more trees, and then a bunch of shadows, and I eventually got the boat in there. I decided the boat would be the centerpiece. I started with the water, thinking it's a crash boat in the water, but then that doesn't really make too much sense. It leaves all this space. I don't know how to fill it all in, make walls around it, so I thought it crash landed on the sand, and that's why the boxes surround it and the water's there, yada yada yada. This is kind of the map I came up with. You got a boat in the middle, a bunch of walls surrounding it so you can't see outside of the boat. That's the main place you can put any towers in. There's a couple of spots scattered around the map you can place them in, but they have extremely limited line of sight. And that is gonna let the wizard monkey cook, because nothing else will really be able to do anything. So once you get that first upgrade on the top upgrade path, the wizard, it's able to have full look through the walls and stuff. And now as it turns out, wizard monkeys are pretty good when they can see everything on the map, and you make a map that has a bunch of loops in the circle. But that's also because the wizard monkey has tracking attacks, which means it'll shoot out its little magic bolt and it'll seek more balloons. So it's actually kind of a good tower, and I didn't really realize this all that much beforehand, because I thought the wizard monkey's cool, but I really only upgrade for Wall of Fire. But now I'm also thinking, hey, top path wizard monkey is actually kind of strong. And I don't know if it's because they've just been buffing the wizard monkey or something. I don't really keep up with the patch notes like that, but I don't remember it tracking so strong or having such a long lifespan on its projectiles, to where I'm thinking this tower could actually be really good on other maps that have just open space and walls. If you place a wizard monkey in the right spot, it can shoot something out and it can just keep going to the next lane and hit another balloon. But I did mention that the alchemist could also be showcased on this map, and that's because it can pop purple balloons, which means mixing an alchemist with a wizard monkey on a map with walls, and both towers are able to see through those walls. Alchemists can do this innately, by the way. You don't have to upgrade them at all. Well, you can do everything you need with just magic monkeys now. But on top of that, you don't even have to upgrade the middle path for your initial wizard monkey, because you can just make the alchemist have the top path upgrade, so it has acidic mixture or whatever. Now your wizard monkey can pop leads, which means you can have your wizard monkey upgrade the third path, so it can see camos. So now you can pop leads, camos, and everything in between, which is 2 towers. But it's like not super reliable, because the top path wizard monkey is like, it's strong, but it's not incredibly strong. It's just kind of like a decent option and overall. As you get later into the game, until you get the tier 5, then it's actually pretty strong. At least for its price. It's pretty strong for its price, to say the least. But I do think I made this map potentially a little too easy. Like, the wizard monkey just kind of swept through this map. Probably because I made the circle loop around like twice for each of the lanes, which does make the track length kind of long, and when your wizard's able to see that entire track length in the middle and just kind of keep sniping them the whole time, definitely makes for a bit of an easier map. But it's also pretty cool to see, because, you know, there's no line of sight anywhere except for these monkeys. And of course you can say, well, you could also just, you know, put down a plane, or you could be like, oh, just use the mortar. And you know what I say to that? That's boring and lame, because those towers, I don't know, that this isn't the focus for them. And this map does also have places for boats and stuff, but the line of sight's so bad, it's not that great. But I also ended up getting enough money to get another tier 5 by the end. I didn't just get top path tier 5 wizard monkey, I also got middle path. And I could have gotten a bottom path if I wanted instead, but like, as cool as Prince of Darkness is, I don't really care as much. But it's also kind of a flex, because like, you know, the 5th tier Phoenix upgrade, it's kind of like really expensive. And this is on chimps, so getting money is pretty cool. But I actually got to see how strong a Wizard Lord Phoenix actually is. That ability is crazy strong. Like, I knew it was a fun upgrade path, I knew it was pretty strong. Usually I only get it up to tier 4 because the tier 5 is so expensive. But once you have it at tier 5, you activate that ability, everything on screen just kind of gets nuked down. And it's global range, so it's a really strong tower. Plus you can have it see through walls if you upgrade top path. It's just overall a really strong tower. But I was a little bit disappointed with how easy I made this map. I mean, the wizard monkey kind of blew through it first try, super easy. So what I'm gonna do, like if you want to see a comment or whatever, I mean, even if you do, or don't, I'm just gonna make the video anyway. I'm just gonna beat this map, or at least attempt to beat this map on chimps without using a wizard monkey or alchemist. Maybe I'll still use alchemist, but beating it with line of sight monkeys that can't see through everything. Now that, I think, would be a really hard challenge. If you want to see that, let me know, or don't, I'm gonna make it anyway. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. So I'm gonna throw up on screen the codes to get this map. I also forgot to put the code for the other map I made. I'm gonna throw that one on too, the Ultra Juggernaut one. But yeah, if you're interested, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever. Alright, see ya, bye.